I'm going to start a fight tonight because this really just, I don't know what it is with like this fucking quarterback that has success. And I just don't get how this guy gets hated so much. And I just don't get why he doesn't get the respect he deserves. I'm going to get into all this. I'm going to get into the Chicago Bears later on in this video, but there's something that needs to be talked about, okay? I just got to do it. Got to do it. Let's get into it.
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
So Chris SIMMS. Chris SIMMS, okay? Okay. This has got to be the biggest joke I've ever heard in my life. And I don't know if his show is down in viewership or the guy is just looking for attention or I don't know what it is. Okay? Chris SIMMS. This was talked about on the show about the MVP race and Jalen Hurts leading that MVP race. This is what Chris SIMMS had to say, quote unquote. He says they have the best O-line in football, second best wide receiver duo, a great tight end. There's just no way he's more valuable than Mahomes, Allen, or Burrow. No way. If Minshew is in, the Eagles are still damn good. I'm sorry. What the hell is that? You're telling me you could plug in any quarterback into the system? Before anything, bro, fuck Chris SIMMS. Fuck him and his stupid comments. You know why? You know what happened? Micah Parsons said what he said the other day. It opened a can of worms. So what happens is everybody's going to start showing their true colors of how they really feel. Since Micah Parsons is leading and paving the fucking way now everyone else is starting to give their insight, their true insight of what Jalen Hurts is all about in leading the MVP race. Okay? Jalen Hurts has done almost everything. Jalen Hurts has become so good, so elite. And because his passing, and so many people are so fucking jealous, I see it through the way people type, whether it's on Twitter, whether it's oozing with jealousy. I think what everyone is shocked right now. The people that didn't believe in Hurts are totally shocked. And me, on the other hand, I didn't think enough was around him last year. He needed more work last year. And it wasn't even fair because he played 4 to 5 games in 2020, benched after the benching of Carson Wentz. He went into 2021 with a very young team, a first-year head coach, and there was mistakes were going to be made. There was a lot of times he couldn't throw a 5-yard slant pass. He was throwing behind the wide receivers. He couldn't find guys wide open. There was a lot going on. This past offseason, he worked his tail off. And I think people are so fucking shocked. He just fucking exploded. And people are choked up, and they're just like they're trying to back this whole thing up, and they can't. So what they could say, like this asshole is saying, is that if any quarterback is plugged in, well, yeah, he has the 2 best receivers too. Like, what are they not supposed to do? Build? They're not supposed to build around him? Like, I don't get that whole thing. So, all right, let's take out A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Miles Sanders. Let's just take out the offensive line. Let's put some guys off the street. Let's hire the guy at the car dealership. Let's hire the guy at McDonald's. Let's just throw him on a team. Let Jalen Hurts be quarterback and see what he's got. Is that how that's what you're supposed to do? I don't get how you're not how you're gonna like you understand that the quarterback throws to the receivers, right? You understand that. Like for AJ Brown to get 1,000 yards, like you got to have the quarterback that gets him there, right? I mean, am I right? I mean, the only reason why Miles Sanders, and look, Miles Sanders is a great running back. I think he does well even without even Jalen Hurts as quarterback. I think he's a good running back regardless, but he's big reason Miles Sanders has 1,000 yards is partially because of Jalen Hurts as well, because you have to respect Jalen Hurts and his legs. Without Jalen Hurts, this run game is nothing without Jalen Hurts. There's no doubt about it. 10 touchdowns, 2 consecutive seasons with 10 touchdowns. Okay, that's not because it's the system. And yeah, there is always going to be a fucking system because the coaches have to coach, and you're not throwing Jalen Hurts on the field without a playbook, without plays. Obviously, there is a certain system which every quarterback is going to be garnered to their skill set on the field. I get it. Talk about accolades, right? The Dallas Cowboys last year, since we like talking about them so much and we're triggered every single day, the Dallas Cowboys last year, I'm not saying that Dak Prescott was a MVP candidate, but never was disrespected and everyone thought it was all him. So let's take that into perspective last year with the Dallas Cowboys, where Dak threw for over 4,000 yards. Ezekiel Elliott had over 1,000 yards. CeeDee Lamb had over 1,000 yards. Micah Parsons had 10-plus sacks. Trevon Diggs had 10-plus interceptions. But that's okay, though. That's okay. And Dak Prescott got the most utter respect from the whole league and from the media. But why the fuck is Jalen Hurts getting this much slander? It's because they didn't expect this to happen this year. And Jalen Hurts is going to prove himself every fucking week. Doesn't matter. I don't question Jalen Hurts' work ethic. I don't question his play. I don't question it because I know he's got the mindset going into every single week. And because Micah Parsons spewed that news out on Von Miller's podcast, it triggered Eagles fans, like myself, because I really don't care because I'm defending my team and I'm defending my fucking quarterback at the end of the day. So I don't care what anybody has to say about it. Okay, but Hurts has literally done beyond what we've asked. He has won football games with his legs. He has won football games with his arm on the line. He has been down touchdowns. They have been down in games and winning. They have played in bad weather. They have done almost everything that I have asked. The only thing they haven't done yet is win a playoff game and get to the big game and win the big game. Other than that, that's the only shit that Hurts hasn't done yet. And we're going to find out this year what that's all about. First seed. We're going to win this division. We're going to sweep the Cowboys. It's going to happen because this team doesn't give a crap, okay? Yeah, they're going to respond, especially Mulata, Lane Johnson are going to respond to all the outside noise because that's just what they do. They're protecting their quarterback. And, yeah, they're all they're concerned about is the Bears this week. Chris SIMMS talking about he's a guy that's talking about quarterback talent and who should be MVP, bro. Like, I don't even really necessarily care about the MVP race. Like, I'm just trying to get to a championship, win another ring. Like, that's all I really care about more than MVP. Like, if he gets it, great. If not, you know, he'll get fucked over because that's just what's going to happen. They're going to lowball his ass and that's it. You know, that's what's going to happen to him if that's the case. Okay, since, you know, obviously the rushing touchdowns don't mean a damn thing. What he's done with that team, if you don't think Jalen Hurts is the most valuable player, like, he elevates this team. Miles Sanders doesn't have 1,000 yards without Jalen Hurts. That's just point on. People might not. I think Miles Sanders can get 1,000 yards on his own. I think he would have probably 1,600 yards in the 4 or 5 games when he wasn't used in the first half. Probably could have had a lot more yards. Probably could have hit 1,000 yards earlier this season. Miles Sanders still a good running back, but Jalen Hurts just elevates it to a different level. The run game. Any running back, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, doesn't matter who is back there, it has made them successful. He makes the wide receivers successful. The Cowboys had accolades last year with so many players. When the Eagles have all this, it's the system over the fucking player. It makes no sense. Yeah, you know what? This is going to be the best Eagles team in Philadelphia Eagles history. You know why? Because not only is you have the quarterback of the future, you have 2 first-round picks next year. So this team is going to be around and winning for a long fucking time. That's just the truth. They will be around and they will be in the playoffs every single year because of their off-season moves and because Jalen Hurts is not going to let us down. The only reason, the only way, the only team in the NFL that could beat the Eagles right now is the Eagles. The Eagles are the only team that could beat themselves into losing games. I've tried every single week And yes, we nitpick at things. I understand that. But this is a winning culture. This is a winning team. Nick Sirianni has started this culture, and Hurts has really amplified it to the next level with all these players. So theoretically, you have A.J. Brown with 1,000 yards. Hurts will probably have over 4,000 yards, most likely. I mean, at this point, you might have four defensive linemen going double-digit sacks at this point with BG at 8. Sweat has already 10. Sweat has 7.5. I mean, Hargrave has 8. I mean, you're going to have 3 to 4 defensive linemen probably in double-digit sacks because this team has played so well, and it's just the talent is off the charts. The talent is off the charts on both sides of the ball. So whatever Chris Simms thinks, if either he hates Jalen Hurts or because Micah Parsons has paved the way for other analysts to kind of jump, oh, well, since he did that, I'm going to say whatever I want in the show today about Jalen Hurts because this is how I really feel. Or, oh, I need to back up what I said because, Jalen Hurts is playing well, but I can't make him look, good. Sorry, my face is frozen. Sorry. I'm coming back. That's all I got to really say about it. It really pissed me off. Really pissed me off. Like, I don't know what you expect from this guy. Like, I don't know why this guy gets so much fucking slander. But the other side, as I said early in this video, I kind of do. I feel like everyone is just fucking shocked that Hurts did this. That he did this. So I don't get how the weapons are making him look good because he's thrown some really good passes. Like, you're acting as if you're acting like every pass has been a wide open pass to these receivers this year. Like, these receivers haven't come up with good passes, but at the same time, Hurts has the receivers have dropped some perfect balls this year too. A few times where Hurts has laid the rock out, literally has thrown it deep, and it's just in the hands of a receiver and just can't hold it in. So we're going to put it against him because we're not supposed to build around our quarterback, so it makes him look too good. They're making him look too fucking good. Gardner Minshew, right, yeah, sure. He would have just won us a Super Bowl this year. He would have got us to 12-1, get us to number 1 seed, and get us to the playoffs. Surely that would have happened. I'm not saying Minshew's a bad player. I'm not saying any of that. But don't sit here and say because the Eagles are now with the best record in the NFL and now have been literally steamrolling every single week that it's the system over Jalen Hurts. You got to have a system with every offense regardless. Okay, there's always a system. So this system talk, it's the dumbest thing I've seen in my life. I've seen Jalen Hurts break ankles. I've seen him do a lot of shit on his own. He's created a lot of shit on his own. He's changed the plays at the line. He has done so much. He has done way over what I even expected. I thought 25% better he would be in 2022, and he became 90 to 95% better. That's how much better he got this year. That's how much he got better this year. So at the end of the day, people are going to fucking cry. And at the end of the day, Jalen Hurts is going to prove himself every single week. This right here just adds more on our side. Excitement and more determination for this team to go so much further. This might have been the best couple days between Micah Parsons and this stupid fucking idiot, Chris Simms. Literally just put fire under the Eagles even more in a good way. This just made it better. Keep talking. Keep saying what you're going to say because you want to challenge this team. Not even just challenge this team. You want to challenge Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts isn't going to talk to prove it or make fucking headlines, okay? He is going to prove it on the field. Take all that negative energy and turn it into a fucking positive every single week. And that's what he's going to do. So that's all I got to say about that situation. And love this damn team. Love it so much. Anyway, let's talk about the Bears. Oh, God. Oh, God. All right, let's talk about the Bears now after all that, after 15 minutes of that. Oh, all right. All right, we'll go lightly on this. Justin Fields has had an up and down year this year. I think Justin Fields has a lot of talent. Mobile quarterbacks. It reminds me of Jalen Hurts in a lot of ways. He might get some runs on us. Got to contain him inside. I know even when we faced Kyler Murray, what was it, week 4 or 5 of the season? I thought he was going to run a lot more on us, but Justin Fields might do a little bit more. So we'll see. They're ranked in the mid-20s against the pass defensively. They're mid-20s as a passing team, so nothing crazy there. They're 3-10. They're not a great team. They're rebuilding. I think we match up pretty well with our wide receivers against their cornerbacks. Their front, they've been in some close games this year. I'll say the Bears have gotten to a few close games this year, so they play tough. So that front could get a little bit of pressure. If they create pressure, I think the Bears could do it. But just depends if they can account for Jalen Hurts, which most teams can't at this point. Jaquan Brisker is a fantastic player at safety. I knew he was going to be a stud from Penn State. Eddie Jackson's back there, obviously, but really other than that, not really a fan. Roquan Smith is not there anymore. If you guys know, he got traded to Baltimore, so he's not going to be around. So obviously this is a game where a lot of fans think that the Eagles are overlooking this team because of what's going on this week. Okay, I don't think so. I think they're in the right mind. You could have Dallas Goedert back. It's looking like Dallas Goedert is coming back on top of what you've been doing with this offense and those two tight ends in Jack Stahl and Grant Calcaterra have been playing really well. Lane Johnson's got the abdomen injury, so I don't know if they're going to play him. I think they probably will, but they don't really have to. Jack Driscoll could probably take that right tackle spot if that's what they want to do, unless they still dress Lane Johnson for the game just in case. Driscoll is, struggling a little bit. I don't know if he is, but the defensive line for Chicago could get some pressure. They can create pressure when they can, but I don't think it would be a problem for the Eagles at all. So we'll see. Not saying this is a cakewalk, not saying this is easy. This is a team you got to watch out for that's looking to really find that game, to really look for the stride. And I really do like I said, Justin Fields is his passing is a lot better. He has his games where he looks good. He has his games where he looks really bad. When you get pressure on him, he throws off the back foot a lot, and he's caused a lot of, he's caused some turnovers, and the Eagles should have a couple turnovers in this game. I think they can, but got to contain Justin Fields in the pocket. Make sure he doesn't escape to the outside because he will kill us on the outside with that speed. A mobile quarterback. I hate mobile quarterbacks. Even if we have one, I hate facing them because, you got to be careful in these games. So hopefully the Eagles become 13-1 after this game, and then the Eagles will go down for some business on Christmas Eve, which we will definitely look forward to. So, like I said, do not think anything low about the Bears. Do not pass on them. Do not look ahead of them. I don't think this team is looking ahead of this team against the Bears at all. I think they're going to play really well, and I think they get this win in Chicago at Soldier Field and get it done. So I think they'll run and pass. I think they'll pass a lot in this game. That's just me. The Eagles are just going to test them to see what they do and how they really adjust. I just don't think they have enough defensively to really stop us. Jonathan Gannon has been playing so well the past 3-4 weeks. A lot more pressure. The run support's been fantastic with these linebackers. The defensive line is just getting the frig after it. I absolutely love it so much. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm very excited for this matchup on Sunday. Eagles hopefully become 13-1, and obviously the other news with Jalen Hurts and what Chris SIMMS said. It just baffles me. Just the jealousy is oozing through everybody. It's just nuts how one guy says something and now everyone's starting to really take a shot at Jalen Hurts on why he shouldn't do it. It's fine. And it's opinion. It's totally fine. Everyone has their own opinion. But to say that statement is just like, what the hell is that? You must have something against Jalen Hurts, or your show is in shambles right now and needs some viewership. I have no idea. I wish I had the answers. But you guys let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think about this stuff that's going on? What Chris SIMMS said, and obviously, Do you think Dallas Goedert should play this week? Should Lane Johnson play this week? Should Jack Driscoll come in? What are you worried about the Bears, position-wise, or Justin Fields? What do you think about him? All that great stuff. And we'll see you guys on the next one. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Shake Squad up, follow us. Peace out, guys. Peace.